To all the places we have been, barbecue to watching Nickelodeon. So come along for a real life adventure. Celebrate the 80s, 90s pop culture. It's Friday night. It's time to go live with the real life. Friends by our side, have a drink or two. Talk about cartoons. Here's a toast to you, the real life crew. The real life crew. Here's a toast to you. Welcome, everybody, to the Real Life Perspective Show. My name is Sean, and with us tonight, we have a very special guest, our good friend and pal, Mr. E from Retro and Rare Unpacked. Say hello to the internet.
Hello, everyone. Such a pleasure to be here, Sean. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you to the viewers for watching. Appreciate you all.
And I gotta say, I'm looking over here in the chat, and I think the majority of them are all from your, mostly from your channel that followed us over here from the TikToks, man. So we're happy to have everybody in the chat there. So thanks for coming out tonight, man. And yes, Mr. E, thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. And we are gonna kick things off with our first segment here, but we added some new clips here. I'm excited to try this out. Let's see how this goes.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
Guys, it is time for the real news. And what's happening, where we're talking about the top box office hits of the previous weekend. So this is going to be for the weekend of May 22nd through the 24th. Coming in at number 5, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, The Sheep Detectives. I really want to take the kids to see this. If we don't make it to the theaters, we're definitely going to check it out. Who doesn't like Hugh Jackman? And actually, I think Nicholas, the guy who's playing the new He-Man, is actually going to be in this, right? You know, you heard about this one?
I have, yeah.
So yeah, I think he's in it, and then of course, yeah, Hugh Jackman, and I don't know who else is in it, but the kiddos are excited to see this, and we really want to go see this. So that's coming in at number 5, and then we've got number 4, The Devil Wears Prada 2, and then Michael, which I hear is a fantastic biopic. Have not had a chance to go see that one either. Obsession at number 2. And then finally, Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu. No surprise there. That's going to be ranking in, the top box office of last weekend, and probably for the next couple of weeks until June 5th, which we all know what premieres on June 5th. Everybody, come on, I'm ready. But yeah, man. So it's been so far. I want to say for 2026, it has been the best lineup for movies in a really long time that I've seen. What's your take on it?
My goodness. I mean, Mortal Kombat, He-Man, Street Fighter, pinch me. It's incredible. It's been an incredible ride.
Absolutely. So that's your top box office, top 5. And then over on Twitch, we have the top most watched games. We've got Counter-Strike at number 5, Dota 2 at number 4, Grand Theft Auto 5 at number 3, number 2, League of Legends, and finally, number 1, Just Chatting. And the reason why we promote the Twitch is because I also have a Twitch channel where we like to go over there and watch old Nickelodeon shows like Are You Afraid of the Dark? And sometimes we'll watch movies over there and all that good stuff. So if you want to go check me out and follow me at twitch.tv/reallifeperspective, that's where I'll be. So go check that out when you get a chance. And then our movie fact of the week, everybody. In the movie Back to the Future Part 2, Bob Gale, co-writer, confirmed that the wealthy alternate timeline version of Biff Tannen was inspired by Donald Trump. How about that? How about that? And that's going to do it for your real news, man. So there you go. Let's say hello to some people in the chat. Who was the first to the key, you might ask? We've got hides but never seeks. Welcome in. I'm waiting. Yes, we apologize for the delay there. We were trying to work out some fun technical aspects there. So thank you for your patience, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. And make sure while you're here, smash that like button so we can get as many likes on this live as possible. And Josh Amos, a longtime fan of the channel and supporter, thank you for being here. Good evening, everyone. Let's have a more phenomenal time tonight. And we are going to be doing a giveaway here in a little bit, so stick around for that. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be fun. We got a new game I cannot wait to try, but you're going to have to wait. Video Rental 86. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to have you all here. Or we got Primal 927. We all know him from your channel over there. Good old Primal. He's the really buff dude. Super jealous of that guy, by the way. Super good looking, super fit.
My bodyguard. Yeah.
It's your bodyguard.
My bodyguard. Absolutely.
Will you be my bodyguard too? Because I need it, man. And that's why I was on that hike earlier on my TikTok live, because I checked out his profile and I said, oh, I got to catch up. But thanks for being here, Primal. Good to see you. We got Adam Davis, 6656, saying, what's up? Welcome in. Frederick Smith, 7211. Hello. Good to see you. Sean C. F6K. I want to say like Sean Connery. The Sean C maybe stands for the Connery. Good to have you here, man. How we doing, says Brad L1220. Very good. Yeah, what's up? What's everybody's favorite toy line? He's like, see, he was probably trying to keep the audience entertained while we were backstage twiddling our thumbs. You know, thank you for that video rental. Primal Sugar Sean, hello. Brad saying Horror Brad here. Okay, Horror Brad. Is that somebody from your channel as well, I'm assuming?
So many amazing friends have turned out, and I'm just so humbled and honored by it. So thank you so much, everyone. Yes, Sean, these are many of my dear friends.
Love it, man. Love it. Glad you can all be here. Hey, does anybody else, whenever they see this text come through in any kind of chat, hey, fellas, does anybody hear Butters in your head from South Park?
I will now.
That's all I hear whenever I see, hey, fellas. Reed.newcomer, welcome in. Not following Mr. E all over the dang internet. Very good. That's right. Welcome in. Yep, loving it, man. Everybody's chatting. Let's see what else we got here. Who else we haven't said? Josh. Mine is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers toys. There you go. I love it. I love the chat here. That's what it's all about, man. OG Star Wars, very good. Retro Sports Games YouTube. So basically, Mr. E's usual suspects are all here.
I'm so humbled. Thank you all.
You guys are the best, man. You guys are so cool.
They are.
Yep. Here we go. I feel like I'm waiting on a movie with no preview. I feel like I'm waiting.
I just read that. Yeah. Shout out to Frederick Smith.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's right. It is a great crowd. Technical difficulties. Where's Reaper Squirrel to fix it?
Yeah, Reaper Squirrel's another legend who's a dear friend of mine. He's my TikTok tech, as I call him.
Oh man, this is great, dude. Oh gosh, Lee, we got a lot. Seriously, it's in the 20s. Here we go. I also collect Star Wars. We're gonna push through these, man. We're gonna push through these a little bit because I am very thirsty and I am ready to crack. You guys saw me. If you saw me on that hike and I told you how hot it was, I just saw an internal error message. Nope, not on our end, because we are here and we are live. Not Memorex, people. Not Memorex, not to be confused. Trying to complete my OG GI Joes. It says, can we act like the young kids we think we are? Everybody in unison. Mystery. Sorry. Got your crowds here. You got your big fans here. Man, there's a lot. You guys, you weren't kidding, man. Whenever you said, man, if I went live on my TikTok and simulcasted, this thing would be flooded. I love it. So I'm gonna get back to the comments here in a second, but guys, it has been a long day, and I gotta tell you, I'll tell you what it's time for.
Ciao.
Ka-chow, guys. We're gonna pop in a little bit of drink here. For me, tonight's drink of choice is going to be a German beer called by Polliner and Polliner Pilsner because it's a nice hot day. And it says here it is a four. Let's see what the. I think it's a 4.6%. But if you want a nice, crisp, delicious brewski after mowing the lawn or going on a nice hike, that's what you want. And we are going to be sipping out of my 1980 something Billy Bob from Showbiz Pizza mug. Did you have Showbiz Pizza where you were at growing up?
I did. We had Showbiz, we had Chuck E. Cheese, and we had Pistol Pete's Pizza.
Nice. Pistol Pete's.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to. I don't recall a Pistol Pete's in my area.
Well, it's been a few years. I don't recall it too well either, to be honest with you.
Or
It's
I
been a
know
few decades.
there's like Pasquelli. Pasquale was one of them.
Oh
Growing
wow,
up, that
we didn't have that one.
I think that was part of Chuck E. Cheese. What Chuck E. Cheese became. It was Pasquale the chef or something like that. And but yeah, I love drinking from this mug because when I was a kid, and I'll get into this with one of my figures here, and I'll tell you it pretty soon here. But yeah, let's get the party going, guys. That's what I'm drinking tonight. And that was a terrible pour. Look at all that head. That was just awful. But cheers, everybody. Friday night, Mr. Retro and Rare Unpacked in the house and all of his minions chilling out with us. Love to have you guys. Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Cheers to you all.
What's what's everybody else drinking tonight? Everybody else drinking anything? Just curious. Just curious.
Well, it's a wild night in part unknown. We are drinking carbonated water.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a Friday. We're unleashing the gauntlet tonight here in parts unknown.
I love it, man. That's all I drink during the week. I stopped drinking sodas probably, man, at this point 7, 8 years now.
Good for
and
you.
and I just drink like the unsweetened, like flavored sparkling waters from my local grocery store, and it's great.
Yeah,
Like grapefruit and cranberry, raspberry, all that stuff.
great alternative, healthier alternative for sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And then now, guys, you know what it's time for? All right, Mr. E, this is your time to shine. Tell everybody there who does not know you, which looks like everybody in the chat does know you, but we want to spotlight you and give you some time to talk about your channel and everything that you're all about and where they can find you, all the above, man. So whenever you're ready, man, have at it.
I appreciate you very, very much, Sean. First and foremost, just thank you so much for choosing me to be on your show. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be here, and just such an honor to call you a friend. And I am so overwhelmed by all my gracious friends who turned out this evening. So thank you so much, all of you, for your support. I don't deserve it, but I'm greatly appreciative of it. So thank you very, very much. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mr. E, and I'm a 43-year-old nerd who lives in a quaint town called Parts Unknown. And I circumnavigate the globe, finding the rarest factory sealed retro toys and collectibles that no one else dares to open, and I open them and I play with them and I document on film the joy that this brings me. And I do it by no means for the purposes of clickbait or rage bait. I do it solely to convey what I think is an important message, which is that life is short. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Today's meant to be enjoyed. Toys are meant to be played with. Open the toy. And I specifically concentrate on toys that predate the invention of the internet, or at least the mass adoption of the internet. because while the toy unboxing phenomenon has taken over the internet by storm, really there aren't too many channels that focus on opening up these old toys because they're now deemed collectibles and everyone's too scared to open them. And so I'm giving them their day in court on my channel. It's like a unboxing toy channel if one existed in the 80s and 90s. So that's a little bit about me, Sean.
I love it. I love it. Everybody, go right now if you don't already. Follow Retro and Rare Unpacked. And if you're here on YouTube and you do have a YouTube channel and you would like to promote it, all you have to do is type the word real, REEL, in the chat, and your link will pop up for everybody to click on and go follow and subscribe and all that good stuff. Speaking of, let me go grab yours really quick, Mr. E, and so I can drop that in the chat for everybody on the YouTube, because I don't know how easily you can get to a chat there on your end, but I got you covered, bro. I got you covered.
I appreciate that, man. My viewers know how technologically incompetent I am, so I appreciate that, sir. Can I
Very
just say
good.
I am absolutely cheesing right now because this is the coolest thing. Like I feel like I'm on ABC at this very moment being interviewed. It's just the coolest thing to see all of the comments and to be interacting with you, Sean. Just thank you again so much. This is just such a pleasure to be here.
Of course, man. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on my show and spending your Friday night with me. And we're going to be talking about our top 5 tonight, nostalgic toy collectibles that we have in our personal collections. And
So
we want to hear
excited.
everybody else's out there as well. But man, no, the pleasure's all mine, man. I've learned so much from watching your content on your channel. I got so inspired, especially like with the Terminator 2. Like that's the one that kind of like threw me. I don't know. That's the one that threw me into the back into the toy world, because for the
Wow.
last 2 years on my channel, I've been doing nothing but card rips with the kiddos and stuff like that. And then the new He-Man movie is coming out, and we started doing toys. And then I ran across your channel and started looking into just going down your rabbit hole of content, and ran across that Terminator 2 and realized that you don't have to spend $80 on a little bitty circle bucket to get that powder replacement. You can buy this stuff, which you recommended
Let's
on your channel.
go.
So I was very, very happy. I mean, I love that your stuff is so, it's fun to watch. It's educational. It's very good, high quality content. And you're there to help people. You know what I mean? You're not just there like, hey, check out this stuff and it's here for views. It's, hey, if you want to do this yourself, I recommend this. I'm going to leave the link below if you want to check it out and all that good stuff. So
Um,
I am honored to have you here, young man. So thank you for being here.
well, it means a lot coming from you, Sean. Thank you so much. And I certainly appreciate the young man comment. Thank you very, very much.
Well, I call it like I see it, sir.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Very good. Okay, here is his link on the YouTube. But yeah, if you type in the word real, just like this, I'm going to do that for you guys there. That will show you everybody's, that will show you your link on there, which is really cool. I really enjoy that. Okay. Okay. Hey, Angelo, it's good to see you, buddy. He's been up on the screen for a little bit. I had to see it there so I could keep my attention span going there. Good to see you, Angelo's Hardy. A good support of the channel. Happy Friday night. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Anytime I see howdy, I think of Woody from Toy Story. And then there's Nightbot in the chat, guys. If you want to chat with Nightbot, you can type in @Nightbot, but you got to be careful. Nightbot is a little snippy. He's got a little bit of he's like a teenager. We'll just say that. So be careful if you decide to @Nightbot, and Nightbot's there to help. Keep us moving along and throw out some fun things along the way, like some fun topics for the chat to keep up with, like what's your favorite Simpsons character and things like that. And it's a great Nightbot. Nightbot is a good help. So I recommend him if you're into live streaming. Oh yeah, Toy Story 5 coming out, and we just talked about this. Me and my kids went to Target the other night, and have you seen the new Toy Story like animatronic dolls that they have?
Are they the 16-inch ones or 18-inch ones? They're fairly large, right?
Yes.
They're beautiful.
and you push the button. Back then, you just push the button and the audio would come out the speaker, but these actually animate. The mouths
Yeah.
move and the eyeballs
Yeah.
blink and everything. Love it.
They're very, very cool. Again, it just this year just feels different. It's a lot of our childhood's being brought back into the theater, so it's really, really cool to watch.
It is cool. Oh, Mario Galaxy. That was a good one too. Forgot about that one. That one came out.
Cheers, yeah.
If you haven't seen that one, it's got a lot. They're starting to open up the Nintendo universe, which is really cool because there's some throwbacks in there. I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see some old school. I'm just gonna say you'll see some old school characters from not only just from the old school characters from the games, but you'll also see some usable robots. I'll say that you could use. If that doesn't give it away.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. Everybody, Henry Wetzel, welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. And so we have so many newcomers. Oh, we got Sherry. It's Retro Shop, also a big 80s fan. Sherry, you have got to link up with, of course, everybody here in the chat because they all came from Mr. E's channel over on TikTok, and he's also on Instagram and YouTube. You need to go follow him. He's got amazing 80s and just all kinds of great toy unboxing that you will just geek out over because we're all the same age. So make sure you go check him out. And yes, while you're here, everybody, smash that like button. It really helps the channel. Please and thank you. Yep. Gargoyles. There you go. Gargoyles is a great show. See, and this is what Nightbot does. He says, what's the best movie you've seen lately?
That is so cool.
And oh yeah. I forgot we're still live over there. Yeah, I wouldn't even I need to see the thing with simulcasting across different platforms is the only one that doesn't show up in your chat over here under one umbrella is Instagram. So if you're over on Instagram, come hang with us on YouTube. Can't see comments here. How about that? Will that work? I got to pin that so everybody joining us over on the Instagram can come hang out with us. Yeah, sorry about that. Completely forgot about that channel over there going. James Hildreth. I'm hoping at 8513. Welcome in.
Hi, James.
Who else? Who would not? Wesley Combs. I love TMNT. Very good. Look at this. We got another one. Who's this? We got Chex Mix 2964.
This is true. I speak fluent Italian. Absolutely. I won't showcase my talents this evening. This is your show, Sean, but I speak fluent Italian.
Do you really?
No, not at all.
Okay,
on the spot. Yeah.
Yeah,
We can move on.
We
can move on. Yes.
I've been watching your show long enough to know your personality by now. Showbiz Rock. Hey, Trippy Rips. Good to see you, buddy. Showbiz in the Heights. In the house, maybe. Cheers. Here, okay. Everybody, go follow my buddy Trumpet Master 77 BBQ. Hey, make sure you trumpet before you leave. Type in "real" in the chat so everybody can go follow you. He's on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Very dear friend of mine. He and I, we live close to each other. We see each other more online than we do in person, but we have a YouTube channel that we just started and can use y'all's help with. It's called Saved by the Brew Podcast, where we get together once a month and we record an episode and we have some brewskis like this right here, the delicious Polliner. And we talk about 80s and 90s and early 2000s stuff. And we just started. We've only got 26 subscribers. And once we hit 50, we'll start doing some live streams on that channel over there. So if you guys are into that kind of stuff, make sure you head over to, and let me just do this. Let me do @Saved by the Brew Podcast.
I love that. I'll make sure to follow after the show. I'm afraid to touch my phone right now.
Oh, yeah. I got you. But good to see you. And go follow him, too. If you're into barbecue, man, this guy knows his stuff. This guy is always cooking up deliciousness on his channel, man. And he's brought me some over before, and it's I can tell you guys, it's top notch. And so if you want good quality tips and on how to cook your BBQ and what kind of good seasonings work with what type of meats and all that, and sauces and all that good fun stuff. Go check him out. You will not regret it. There you go. Yes, Pasquale was a Chuck E. Cheese character. I knew it. Drinking Pepto. Nice. been there, but you know what? Am I the only one that loves the taste of Pepto? I might be the only one.
Between us two, you're the only one. Yes.
Okay, cool. When I was a kid, I used to love going to the grocery store and actually, because my mom wouldn't let me drink it as a drink, I used to have to go get the little chewable tablets just to
Right.
get that
Right.
get that flavor.
Right.
Get that flavor. I loved it. I loved it. Sharon drinking sweet tea, loving it, loving it. A primal, cheers, sweet tea. Let's see who else is in here. Who haven't we said hi to? Man, black cherry soda, mango wheat ale. I love it. Hey, video rental 86. That sounds delicious. Let's see. Oh, nice. We finally made it. Reed, newcomer. Very good. Okay, we saw you earlier. Glad to have you. Can you sign my chest, Mr. E? Says Reed.
After the show, after the show. But
Okay.
I'm going to ask for an orderly line of people as I'm exiting the building. Just stay orderly, and I will sign all of your chests.
Yeah, we're not gonna do like Russell Crowe did. Did you guys see that clip of
I
him?
did. I did. Yeah.
Russell
When
Crowe
when
wasn't
when
having it.
Maximus asks you not to to misbehave, you don't misbehave. You know.
You got that right, buddy. You got that right. He's quite the character.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got that going. Well, let's get into this. Let's start with our top five in our collectibles, man. Let's get this thing going. And while we're at it, everybody, here is your first trivia question of the night. Feel free to throw the answer in the chat. An alien gets connected to a boy, but really just wants to get to his peeps in this heartwarming 1982 movie. Can you name it? Throw your answer in the comments if you know that one, man. But yeah, man, we're here to talk about our top five. I can't wait to get started on this. So, obviously, guests go first, and I want to know, what did you have a criteria for this? Like, which the reason for, like, let's start with your number five. It's going to be a countdown, right? And what is your number five, and why? Why is this so nostalgic to you? And do you have any stories with it, man?
Oh, cheers. Well, firstly, just thank you for the awesome topic. So, my criteria, those that follow my channel know that to me, it's not necessarily about the rarity or the monetary value of the toy. It's about just how it makes you feel, and the sentiment associated to it. And so that was the lens through which I kind of viewed all the toys in my collection, and that's kind of how I helped. That's what helped me select my top five toys. So I did also kind of give some thought to kind of in order, like from five all the way down to one. So I didn't know if that was the intent or not. Like I didn't know if we wanted just any five randomly, or if it was like top five ranked, stack ranked.
Oh yeah,
Um,
ranked.
but yeah, okay, cool. So that's what I thought as well. So I'm happy to showcase toy number five. That means a lot to me. Is that now an okay time?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, so those of you that follow me know that I'm a technical genius. So if I press a button and something goes, implodes, it's you, it's not me. Okay, just I wanted to make sure that we called that out. So the first toy in my set of top five is, let me rotate the camera. Hopefully it behaves. It's the 1988 Matchbox Pee-wee's Playhouse playset. And this is the comprehensive toy line that was produced by Matchbox in 1988. And I purchased all of these pieces, both the individual figures and the playset itself, all sealed. One night, just randomly, I had a long, frustrating day and said to myself, I want to open up every single action figure and I want to open up the entire playset and I want to set it up. And so I did exactly that. And in doing so, I thought to myself two things. One, this is so much fun. And two, there's no one else in the world that's doing this tonight, what I'm doing right now. And I thought, I got to start documenting this. Forgive me, I'm trying to rotate. Ooh, it's
You almost
sorry,
got
so
it.
so sorry.
You almost got it.
There we go. There we go. And so that toy is what inspired my channel. Now, I regret opening it up before I had the idea for my channel, but it was certainly the inspiration for my channel. This idea that these toys, remain in their plastic prisons, collect dust, and people brag about what their listing price is on eBay, when in fact their intent is to be opened and played with. And I tell you what, uh, I'm so appreciative of that toy for being the catalyst that launched my social media channels, or inspired the launch of them rather. And it's also very magical to me because growing up, Saturday mornings, Pee Wee's Playhouse was my favorite show to watch. I'm not confident, but I'm pretty sure it was the first show I watched as a child that was incredibly weird, right? This man child that lives in a house where everything is animate, right? The floor, the windows, the flowers, you know, and the fact that it was such an amazing amalgamation of live action, animation, claymation, puppetry, muppetry. Um, it was just such a beautiful thing to witness. And it not only inspired the launch of my social media kind of presence, but I do believe that it served as a catalyst to inspire me to ultimately pursue writing and acting, which I did in my younger, handsomer years when I was growing up in Los Angeles. So I just have so much I have so much appreciation for that toy, for both those reasons. So that's my number five, Sean.
I mean, I just got one thing to say about that.
Please. Good
Dude,
old Large Marge.
dude, I love it, man. I love that. I love that background. I've seen that, and I've always wanted it on my PC. I think that's a fantastic, man. That's a fantastic product there, and the fact that it's done by Matchbox of all things. Like when I
So
was,
random.
yeah, of all things, I thought Matchbox was all about cars, and like we all did. But that I love it, dude. Great number five. Great number
Aw,
five
thanks
there.
for letting me showcase it. Thank you very much.
Of course, man. Of course. Trivia question number two, ladies and gentlemen. We have got in the 1982 movie Grease Part 2, which pink lady doesn't want an ordinary boy, but wants a cool rider? If you know the answer, toss it in the comments. Because, it's important to have this education because
Your mom goes to college.
get your mom goes to college. I love Napoleon Dynamite, man. Who doesn't love that?
I watch it at least once every few months. I have to.
It's so good. I even
It
have
soothes the
trading
soul.
cards. I got trading cards sealed. I've got to open up one of these days. I don't know if you know they made
I
trading
didn't.
cards.
No, I was about to say that. I had no idea they made Napoleon Dynamite trading cards. That's incredible.
They are. I can't. I don't even know what they look like. They're still sealed. But you know what? Maybe I should do a retro and rare unpacked cards myself.
Hey, listen, Sean, if you go crazy tonight, I'll go crazy tonight. We can open a toy. I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay. And that's what you're known for, everybody on his TikTok lives. We know he opens up toys on his lives all the time. My number five. Let's get to my number five.
Please.
Okay, here we go. My first one is going to be a plushie. I was debating what to go with, but this guy was my childhood friend because I grew up. I mean, I grew up in the '80s where I had some friends and all that good stuff. But nobody, if you're home alone and you are needing somebody to talk to, and you wanted somebody to talk back. If you didn't have parents that read you bedtime stories, this guy read stories for you to give you that childhood satisfaction. And I think we all know who we're talking about. We were talking about the classic
Oh,
Teddy
wow.
Ruxpin, man, and this guy is so near and dear to my heart. Everybody thought he was creepy. I think he is just the most adorable. He was my friend. He was my friend. He was my Chucky. You know, he was my friend to the end, my good guy's doll. And I mean, this one doesn't work. They're just for parts, and all. I have nothing from my childhood. I wound up either throwing it all away, or it broke, or my parents held on to it for as long as they could. And I've just been buying back my childhood ever since my kids were born because I slowly relive it all through them. So Teddy Ruxpin is my number five. And if that wasn't enough, just to go along with it, he's got to have his friend, which I never had as a kid, but
Oh,
you got the grubby going along with it. But yeah, he was a true pal to me, and I have all the different clothes with him that go. I still have them with all like the Christmas one, the Santa suits, and there's like a jogger suit and a workout suit and a rain suit and all kinds of fun stuff, man. But I love my Teddy Ruxpin, and that one hits me in the heart a little bit there. That's good childhood
wow.
memories for me right there.
Sean, you talk about iconic. I mean, my goodness, Teddy Ruxpin, like what a legendary toy. And the fact that you have Grubby too is absolutely awesome. And what I love, Sean, and I've said this before on my channel, it's so cool to see other collectors' toys, but it's so much cooler to hear their stories behind the toys. That's the passion in your voice, the enthusiasm in your voice, as you were talking about. It's just the coolest thing to listen to, man. That was beautiful. Thanks so much for showcasing that excellent number five toy.
Thank you. Did you ever see the cartoon and the live action? Do you remember those growing up at all? I don't know if you do, but
I remember watching them as a kid, but I haven't revisited them for quite some time. So I'm a little ignorant. My brain isn't what it used to be, unfortunately. But I do remember watching it in my youth for sure.
and I think I just had a couple of them recorded. Actually, I might have had official ones on Betamax, like one or
Let's
two.
go.
Yeah, we all remember Betamax, and the one episode that always stuck with me was, and you can watch it on YouTube, by the way, and it might be on Amazon Prime or maybe Tubi. I forget what I was watching it on, but you can go back and watch them. But if you get a chance, go watch the episode. Take a look, and it was basically Honey I Shrunk the Kids, but with Teddy Ruxpin, and they had this doctor, this guy, this professor or whatever he was, and there was Grubby and there was Teddy, and they all got accidentally shrunk down into the house, and it shows you your perspective from a little bitty, from just a different world. Like, what does it look like from an ant's point of view, kind of thing, you know? And it was a
Very
cool,
cool.
and I love that guy's voice. That guy's voice was so comforting and so soothing and so friendly. I think that was a big part of my inspiration on wanting to be kind to people and kind to other kids, even if they weren't kind to me, you know.
Hmm.
But there was something else here with that. Oh, what did I do with it? I got nope. I know I brought it in here, but I've lost it. I had a little puppet fob. There was little fobs that went along with them too. That was pretty cool. But anyways, that's my number five. And
That one's beautiful. That's going to be a tough act to follow, man. And thanks for reminding me about the show. Now I know what the wife and I are going to watch this weekend. We're going to watch the whole Teddy Ruxpin cartoon.
but I do gotta say I appreciate your kind words on what you said about when people speak about their stories and things like that, and I think that's why you and I are really connected on that, because this is how close we are.
I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
What's that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
Who,
That's close.
who doesn't love a good space balls and there everybody, here's your next trivia question. I've got 172 comments to catch up on, but we'll get to them when we can. But here's question number 3 for you guys. Axel Foley is a Detroit cop who travels to California to track down the killer of his best friend. He has to help. He has to help. He has help from two reluctant detectives who can keep an eye on his unusual approach to police work. Name that movie, and man, I love that movie. That's like my number one Eddie Murphy movie of all time. I love
You
it.
know, I love all three.
I don't recall. I don't recall the other ones as much as I do the first one for some reason. I think I watched it on Betamax over and over and over, and then by that time, whatever was, because we didn't have cable, and anytime they would give you the free weekend access to HBO, we
Yes.
had that epic introduction. My parents would just find blank tapes of Betamax and just record all weekend long of every movie that you could think of, and then by the time the other two came out, it was like on, I don't know. I just watched it reruns on like TBS and TNT, edited USA, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't remember them as much as the first one. That first one is so iconic. You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. I enjoyed the Netflix movie too. I thought the new movie was really great too.
That's a fair point. Yeah, I did enjoy that.
Seeing
Should
if
have
there's
said
in
all
my,
four.
yeah, man. I'm just kind of popping through some comments here. Man, I got a lot to catch on. His pro. Oh, so you said this earlier, and I think I missed it. It's retro and rare unpacked. Sherry is his name there, and we've got yep. ABC has nothing on this. Okay, I'm trying to remember because that was probably 30 minutes ago when we talked about that. I don't remember. I don't remember. Save on the Brew podcast. There we go. There it is. I just subscribed. Very good. You got a new sub, buddy. Are the chats coming
Thank you.
across on you, or only when I highlight them? I'm curious from
You
you.
know what? I am seeing them to the side. They're a little difficult to read, so I apologize if I'm not responding to some comments, but I can see them.
Oh, hey, look, it's the nostalgic Zennial in the house.
Shout out to Nostalgic Zennial.
Welcome, welcome. We've got something for you, buddy. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think I've ever seen. I'm not sure if you popped into my chats before, but this is something I always like to do for all of our newcomers. And if you're an '80s kid, you'll know this. If you don't, and this is nothing offensive. This is just something funny. This is nothing. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be hurtful. It's just supposed to be for a goof. Here we go, everybody.
Shut your hole!
Just a random wet frog screaming, "Shut your hole!" And my buddy Trumpet told me about that movie. That's actually a Rowdy Roddy Piper movie from the '80s called "Hell Comes to Frogtown." And there you go. I can't do that for typically I do that for everybody who first is a newcomer, but I have like 30 newcomers in here right now, and I can't be doing that for 30 minutes on you guys.
I've never seen
BBQ.
that movie. I got to check that out. I just made a note of it.
I keep wanting to watch it. I forget where it's what platforms. It might be on Tubi still. But yeah, my buddy Trumpet tells me all the time, he's like, you got to see it. It's so fantastic.
Let's go.
And yeah, because the only other movie that I really have seen by Roddy Roddy Piper is
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
epic movie. Epic movie.
Absolutely. Still relevant, so ahead of its time and timeless at the same time. It's just one of my favorite Carpenter flicks for sure.
Stay tuned, guys. We're about to do the giveaway here shortly, so stick around for that. After we get through we're about halfway through our list here. So, are we ready to showcase our number four? Number four. I'm ready
Let's
to
do it.
Oh, look, Mac and Me. Josh is coming to Mac and Me for the first trivia question for the alien. And E.T. Craig's saying born in East LA.
What a
Love
classic. Love Cheech Marin.
Yeah. Love it, man. Love it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. So cool. I see Cowboy Curtis. Oh yeah, he was looking at your Pee-wee. Pee-wee
Yes.
sit there. Yes, buddy. So epic. Yep, looking at your stuff. Good. Just trying to catch up a little bit here. Do you got your number 4 ready?
Oh, no, I'll go grab it while you're reading up the comments. Sorry.
Okay. Oh yeah, if you wanted to see your weather, I forget where did you got to put in type in the exclamation point weather space and your zip code, and then it should pop up there if you want to do your weather there. And yes, he's also on TikTok also. Mighty fine. Okay, let's get your number 4, my friend.
Cheers. So my number 4 is an audio cassette I'm going to do my best to kind of showcase it so there's no glare. This is an Adventures of Pete and Pete audio cassette. This was a special mail-in offer that was part of a 1995 promotion for Frosted Mini Wheats cereal, and you had to, I think, cut out 2 or 3 UPC labels, and mail them in. And it's basically 2 or 3 songs by the house band that was on the Nickelodeon show, The Adventures of Pete and Pete. The name of the house band is Polaris, and this is an audio cassette that has been sealed since 1995. I will be opening it up on my channel very, very soon. But the reason why it's 4th on my list is because, and I've shared this on my channel before, so apologies to my regulars who've heard this story, but The Adventures of Pete and Pete altered the course of my life for the better, and in the most literal of ways. So in 2012, I was working for an ad agency in Los Angeles, and I found out that the cast of The Adventures of Pete and Pete were reuniting for the very first time ever at the Orpheum Theater in downtown Los Angeles. And above and beyond the casting of actors reuniting, the band, the house band Polaris, was going to be performing on stage that as part of the reunion for the very first time as Polaris. Because for those of you that are familiar with the house band Polaris, their real name is Miracle Legion, very famous rock band, highly influential. But for the purposes of this event, they were going to take the stage as Polaris and play songs from The Adventures of Pete and Pete for the very first time under the name Polaris. So, high level overview. I was so geeked out when I found out that the cast was having a reunion. I thought everyone had forgotten that the show had existed. I ended up becoming a member of the Orpheum Theater, paying a lot of money to become a member of the theater so that I could have first access to the VIP tickets when they went on sale. So I paid a lot to get VIP access so that I could meet all of the actors and actresses from the show and get to meet the band. And the ad agency that I worked at the time, unfortunately, had just an unbearable boss who just wasn't a good person. And so I booked my PTO. I was ready for the event when my boss approached me and said, "Look, Mr. E, we need you to be in Buffalo, New York this week. Uh, so you have to cancel your PTO." And I was like, "Oh, look, dude, I've been, I got personal engagement I got to attend. I can't miss this." And he basically said, "You got to go or else." And I chose or else, and I quit my job. And I quit my job to attend the Adventures of Pete and Pete reunion. It was one of the most magical evenings of my life, second to my wedding. And I had a chance to meet the cast, tell them what they meant to me. I got a chance to listen to the music of Adventures of Pete and Pete live, and it was so amazing. And long story short, after the concert, I was unemployed for about 9 months, and unemployed in a very crummy economy. 2012 wasn't a very easy economy in Los Angeles, without unemployment because I quit my job, when I got a phone call from one of my former customers from the ad agency that I used to work for. And they called me and said, "Look, we loved working with you back when you were at that old place. We got this job opening. It's on the other side of the country. But, if you're interested, we'll fly you over. We'll outfit you with a place to live. We'll pay for your master's degree and doctoral degree. We'll fully subsidize all of that for you." They knew I was an aspiring academic. And I took a leap of faith. moved across the country, got the gig, got my academic credentials, all subsidized, met the woman of my dreams, married her, got the house, the three cats, the white picket fence, and none of this would have happened had I not quit my job to attend the Adventures of Pete and Pete reunion. So when I say that this show means a lot to me and changed the course of my life, I literally mean it. It's a wild story, but yeah, that's why this was my number four, Sean.
Whoa, that's amazing, dude. That's talk about life altering, man. That's deep, man. That's a wild story, dude. Very cool. I
I
love it.
appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
it was.
anybody that has the man, I could not just, I would not have the guts to just up and quit my job to say, you know what, I've got to go see a concert, man. I got to go to a concert. I can't be there. I
I,
gotta.
I
Sorry,
never said
man.
I never said I was a bright man, Sean. It was,
But
it was.
no, man, I think that's awesome, dude. I think dude, that's just the fact that the stars were so aligned for you and your path was, it was obviously there. And the fact that you have so much faith, I admire that. That is a huge inspiration, man, in my opinion. I think that's amazing, dude. The fact that how everything just worked out for you, the way life intended for you, man. And I think that's an amazing story, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Cheers. Thank you. I'm very, very thankful and appreciative that life has worked out for me too, by the grace of God. So very, very fortunate for sure.
Right on, man. That's so cool. I love it. And I know the kind of old bosses you're talking about. I mean, they were kind of like this guy.
What is this?
A center for ants.
Wait, that was my boss. Hold on a second. That was. Hold on a tick.
That was him, right?
That was him.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Man, I'm just still processing that whole
Oh,
story,
cheers.
man.
Well, you know what's funny? Just to make sure we segue, I shared that story. I had the good fortune of meeting Danny Tamborelli and Michael Morona, the two actors who play the two characters that are on the cover of this cassette, and I shared that story with them, and they were just staring at me like, I think we should call security on this guy. Like this guy. All the gears are not turning in the right directions for this
That's
guy.
funny. And you
Yeah.
know what? I did see that. I went back recently and just dug through a lot of your TikTok videos, and I saw that you like so many people that you've met in all of your slideshows. On
I'm very fortunate, very
on the
privileged. Yeah.
that's very cool, dude. I love that. And I mean, meeting just being able to meet people that were such big parts of your childhood. I can't imagine. And so, are we the same age as those guys? Or are they older than us, Pete and Pete?
So I want to say, let me think. I believe Michael Morona is maybe a couple of years older than us. I think, and I want to say Danny is about our age, give or take.
Okay,
Give or
nice.
take. Yeah.
And I hear he's so busy that I forget. I ran across somebody's podcast and they were trying to get him on. They're like, no, we can't get him because he's so busy. He's in a band and all kinds of crazy stuff, right?
Yeah, he's in a band called Joust, and I want to say that he's a New Jersey boy, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's generally speaking, he's in the New Jersey area.
Oh, nice, nice,
Yeah.
very cool. We got everybody. Yep, this is great, man. Everybody's nailing the Grease 2. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and that was a guilty pleasure of mine. Grease 1 and watching Grease 2 on the Betamax growing up. I watched it all the time just because it was, I don't know, it was enjoyable to me as a young kid for some reason. And who's that guy? I love it, man. I love it. Oh, here's a good Nightbot question. What fictional world would you live in, man? And that can mean it from a TV show or anything, or something you can make up on your own. But if you were to pick, let's just say TV show, man, was there a TV show world you would want to live in?
Well, I think I wouldn't exchange my world for anything, but if I was forced, I would love to have a beer alongside Hank Hill, Dale Gribble, Bill Fontaine de la Tour d'Autrive, uh, and Boomhauer. I would love to be in the King of the Hill universe. That would be an ideal alternative existence to my current life. Yeah.
I love it, dude. Great choice. Great pick. Great pick. Hey, Mr. SoCal81, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
Mr. SoCal.
Did you so do you think Bobby is Bill's son? Have you heard of
No,
that?
no, I don't.
That's the conspiracy
The
going on
conspiracy theory. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't get that. I don't get that. No.
because he kind of looks like him. Kind of looks like him a little bit.
For sure, for sure. But it's I believe in that sometimes, an apple falls far from the tree. And I feel like that's what Bobby is. I think that
Unique.
I do think there's a bloodline there for sure with Hank.
And I think we can all agree to that. That sometimes there's those kids that just march to the beat of their own drum. For sure. I agree.
I was one of them. Yes, yes, yes. That's why I fervently believe Bobby is Hank's son. Yeah.
And that's what's so cool about the internet, man, is that you get out there and you put yourself out there as yourself, as 100%, just being an honest, just your fellow nerd, and you pull out some of this stuff that's so to you that you think is so rare that it's like a niche. It's such a niche thing, but then you come to find out there's thousands of other people that have heard about this stuff too. And I grew up in a small town in Texas, and so I grew up around all these other kids that were playing nothing but sports, and I played a little bit of sports too, but I was also a big into, musician. I was playing guitar in my room a lot, but I was
Right on.
also playing with a lot of toys and things like that, but there's all the, watching a lot of TV at some point, and to find this online community that is so like-minded, and they're so supportive too, I think that's so cool. That's so cool. That's one of my favorite things about the internet.
I have to double down on that. I think launching socials and connecting with the individuals that I've been very fortunate to connect with, many of whom are in this feed right now, has been one of the biggest blessings of my life. And it's so cool to connect with kindred spirits. And when you hear like someone who I admire like you, Sean, say that you even watched my video, let alone you watched it and enjoyed it, it's like, wait, what? Like, it's just so surreal, and so it's just been just such a big blessing.
I love it, man. Yeah, for sure. And there is no greater, the reason why we make content is to put something out there that we love to do, right? Something that we enjoy doing. And there's no greater satisfaction whenever somebody actually says, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome." I mean,
Truth.
that's the best, man. That's the best. But going to Horror Brad's comment here. I want the knife.
Shout out to Horror Brad.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Really
Okay.
quickly, just a fun fact about Horror Brad. He was a trivia prize winner at our Power Rangers show a couple of days ago, and he scored uh, a G1 Lord Zed action figure and a G1 Green Ranger figure. He
Dang.
got both the trivia questions right. He was the first. Yeah, so hopefully they'll arrive soon, Horror Brad.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Wow. Too cool, man. Congratulations on your win, Horror Brad.
right?
Do you remember were they? I wonder what the questions were, man. I wonder.
Oh
Now,
my
now,
goodness. I don't remember what I ate for dinner tonight. I don't remember what those questions were for sure. I won't remember.
well, here's another one for the chat. Which 1988 film is the story of two brothers, Raymond and Charlie Babbitt, who develop a bond while on a road trip across the United States? Question mark. I thought there was more to it. It was scrolling across there. Very good, man. Hey, look at this real life fan. Hey, very nice. So, I'm not trying to sound egotistical here, but is that like, are you a real life fan, as in like from the channel here, or are you just like that? I don't know. I love this. Excited to be here. Well, we're excited to have you here. And wow, I'm giving you the shout out, bro. Welcome in. Welcome in. So glad to have you. Real life fan. Very cool. That's new, man. That's a new one. That's a new one for me. I've talking about being on. Well, first I need to confirm if that's a compliment to me. But yeah, that's awesome.
Cheers to you, man. That's awesome.
I joined the band in high school to meet girls in the color guard. Nice, fair enough. Oh man, oh high school, dude, I love it. Do you play any instruments?
I do. So I've been playing the guitar for, my goodness, north of 20 years. But the way I play, you wouldn't have guessed I've been playing for 20 years. So still practicing. Still got a lot of practicing to do.
Oh, that's awesome. I think
Yeah.
it's great, dude. And that's how it started because my parents got me like the books on, and I can't read music. I just never had I was always too lazy to read music. So I just play by
Mhm.
ear. I play by ear and I play by feeling. And I think that, in my opinion, it's great. I mean, if you want a profession, go learn to read music. It's fantastic. You know, my kids are in music and in band and everything. And
Let's go.
I'm I wish them all, and I love it. I love it. It's great. It's a great education. But what really hits me in the heartstrings is whenever I see them just noodling on their instruments and they're creating their own stuff. You know, it's just
So
such a cool
healthy for
thing.
them. That's so healthy for them to introduce them to music at such a young age. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, agreed, agreed. It's so therapeutic. Music is so therapeutic. Oh, man. And that introduction, I heard somebody make a comment on the fancy intro. I actually wrote that song. That is my song for the live intro that I
Let's
recorded.
go.
Played all the instruments and all that fun stuff on. And so that's a real life perspective original. And so thank you for that. But yeah, real life fan says yes from the channel, from the channel. Well,
Let's go. That's so
well,
cool, man.
welcome. I love this, dude. Thank you very much. Thanks for being a fan. And man, because you're a fan, we're gonna do our number three real quick. So, oh wait, number four. Where are we? We're still on number four. We're having such great conversation, right?
I think I showcased my number four, and I think it's your number four next.
Yes. Okay. So I was on the fence on what I wanted to do for my number four, but I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna pull out. I'm just gonna show these guys. These guys are great. I only have a couple of them. And like I said, these are not from my childhood collection, but things I've just acquired. And I only have are not cheap. And you've talked about these guys recently on y'all's podcast and y'all's live streams. I've seen that. We got the mask figures,
Very cool.
guys. We remember the mask. And for me, finding these Christmas morning was the best because my parents still tell me this when I was probably 5 or 6, whenever these things came out. And I was seeing the commercials online. I don't remember this, but they told me, what do you want for Christmas, Sean? I want a Boo Man, a Boo Mask, and a Boo He Plane. And that's because when I was a kid, I was obsessed with any toys that had masks and that you can take the mask off. I just thought that was so cool. You know, like
Agreed.
some of the
Agreed.
GI Joes were like that, but then this was the first one where there was like a cool mix between sci-fi. It was like Transformers meets GI Joe kind of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course the vehicles themselves, transform. If I can figure it out, it's been how long? I don't know. I'll figure I'll figure it out. Oh, I guess that one doesn't. Oh, it's the other one that flops down. So this one turns into a helicopter. Let me fix my camera there. So this one turns into a helicopter, and I say I'm a big fan, but I don't even remember this guy's name. Maybe you guys can help me out in the chat. But yeah, how cool is that? It's a motorcycle
Such a
that turns
cool,
to, yeah,
such a cool line, Sean. The vehicles, the figures, and I agree. Just having those accessories, whether they were helmets, whether they were pew pews, whether they were, backpack. It's just such a cool thing to play with. as a kid.
Oh yeah.
So cool. Look at the detail.
Look at that face.
Right.
Only a mother could love.
Yeah, seriously. Maybe not even the mother. Yeah.
I love it. But Mask is my number 4, man. Mask,
Ah,
my number 4.
dude, 2 iconic toys back to back, Sean. You're on fire. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Oh, look, there's my wife. There's the Mrs. VD in the house. Miss VD, thank you for coming by and showing some support, honey. Good to see you.
Hi, VD.
Oh, man, love it. And very cool. Thanks for being here. That's my wife over there.
Shout out
Wifey,
to all the wives that put up with us, huh, Sean?
that's right. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, very much so. She is my biggest supporter. I'll tell you, she's just amazing. So amazing. But yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay. You know what? We've been here over an hour. I was going to wait till halfway point, but if you're still in the chat, I think we should do it. I think we should go ahead and you guys ready for a giveaway? You guys ready to rock this thing? Cuz I know I am. So this is a brand new segment on the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and I am so excited to bring you for the first time on the Real Life Perspective Show channel Pixel Pursuit. Okay, guys. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you, we're going to do three different puzzles here. Now, I'm going to show you a zoomed in image on a movie poster, right? And you have the first person in the chat to guess what the movie is wins, right? So we're going to do one warm up, we're going to do 2 warm ups, and then we're going to do one for the giveaway, one for everybody, okay? Everybody understand? This is the best channel, YouTube channel ever. Thank you, Real Life Fan.
Let's go.
I love it. So, is everybody ready to play? Does everybody understand the rules? Man. Okay, let's do this, guys.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone. First movie poster of the night.
Oh, my goodness.
Here is the image kind of zoomed in there. First person to guess the movie wins. And a fun fact about just Mystery, just so you know, there's always a like 10-second delay from whatever we're saying now. They won't see it till like 10 seconds later.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's why you may see a delay in the chat. Now that we're caught up.
Gotcha.
After the 300 comments, thanks to you, bringing in your fan base here, which I love. Okay, perfect. We have guesses of Transformers. We have RoboCop, and Star Trek Enterprise. Well, the answer, Mr. SoCal81, got it right. It's RoboCop.
Let's go. Shout out to Mr. SoCal.
Very good. Very good. Very good warm-up, guys. Great job. Are we ready for warm-up number 2? I think we are. Okay, this one's for number 2. Another warm-up. Not yet the giveaway, but it's coming, guys. It's coming. And just so you know, whoever wins the giveaway, it's going to be a random sealed pack of my choosing, and I'm gonna mail it out to you free of charge. Free of charge. Trumpet said critters. Good job. And here's your second poster here, guys. Here's zoomed in there. I tried to leave just enough to the imagination. Dang. I'm trying to give everybody a little bit of time. Close. In my opinion, the first Hobbit. The very first Hobbit. Yeah, so there you go. And second one, Sean says Labyrinth. Good try. Hayden's Urban Exploration. Hey, real life and Mr. E.
Hi, Hayden.
Welcome in. Harry Potter. The Crystal. Are you thinking the Dark Crystal, maybe? VD? Clash of the Titans, says Josh. All good guesses. All good guesses.
Sean, I would advise you to ensure that your wife wins this prize. As your legal counsel, I would strongly advise you to ensure she gets some prize out of all of this.
Sound advice, sir. Very sound advice. But actually, the movie is Willow.
Let's go.
It's Mr. SoCal once again.
Oh my gosh, 2 for 2.
2 for 2, buddy. And man, okay. Very good. And all great guesses. So I like that I'm glad to see everybody's reactions in here because it gives me excitement that okay, I am doing a good job at keeping it a mystery. You know, of course I made them, so I know what they are. I didn't know how easy they would be to the crowds here, so I'm glad to see there is some other guesses than the actual movies.
Well, you know what? My guess was going to be it looked like my most recent ultrasound results that the doctor gave me. So I'm surprised that it's Willow. Wow.
Very good. So this one is for the giveaway, guys. And full disclosure, you need to be following me on Instagram and send me a message so I can get your address if you're going to win this one. Okay, guys, here it is. This one is for all the marbles. 3, 2, 1. First one to get it right. Remember, 10-second delay. Dang. Everybody popping in here. Super quick, too. Everybody all at the same time. Mr. E, do you have any guesses on your end?
Oh my goodness. Well, I can see the feed, so I'm a bit biased. But having not looked at the comments, I would not have been able to guess this. So no, I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I try not to make it too difficult for everybody, but yeah, this is the Goonies poster.
Never would have guessed it.
Congratulations to the first person who got it correct. We're going to go with Horror Brad.
Horror Brad, let's go.
Congratulations, sir.
Winning prizes left and right, Sean. He is.
I tell you what, man. I mean, you know, I really thought Mr. SoCal was going to take it. I really did.
Oh,
everybody else nailed it in here, except for VD, who chose The Hobbit for some reason.
Well, you know what, Sean? With your permission, because Mr. SoCal got the first 2 right, I'm going to send him a gift. How does that sound, Sean?
Totally cool with me, man. Totally cool with you.
Mr. SoCal, I'm going to send you a small something for getting the first 2 right. You crushed it.
Yes. Congratulations, Horror Brad. Make sure you send me a message over on the Insties and send me your address, and I'll get you a free pack of sealed cards, sealed packs, something pop culturally. You won't be disappointed. You'll enjoy it, whatever you get. But thanks for playing, everybody. How about that? How about that for the first time with the Pixel Pursuit?
I love that. That was so much fun. So cool, Sean. Congrats to Horror Brad and to Mr. SoCal. That's so cool.
There you go. Spaceballs. Good try. I love it, man. Okay. Very good. So now let's keep things moving here. We're going to do... Oh, speaking of the Dark Crystal, here's another trivia question for the chat here. VD, you should get this one. In the Dark Crystal, Jin and Kira set out on a mission to replace a shard of the Dark Crystal and defeat the evil Skeksis. What race were Jin and Kira? If you know the answer, toss it in the comments with us. Now we're on to our number 3. Mr. E. Let it be.
Let's go. Let me go grab it real quick.
Okay. I was trying to rhyme. There.
No, that was great.
You know, I used to be a rapper.
I was gonna say you give me that vibe.
Yeah, right. You give me that vibe.
If you need a hype man, let me know. I can wear a clock necklace around my neck and
Flavor
Flavor
Flav.
Flav in the house. So my number 3 is it's an action figure toy line that I'm still in the process of collecting, but it means a lot to me just because um, I've always said that toys are like tiny little time machines, and these particular time machines transport me back to my childhood instantly and remind me of my mom, who I believe is watching tonight. Um, so, if you're familiar with the animated series Cops, that ran from 1988 to 1989, it ran for one season, but it was about 65 episodes. And these are some action figures from that toy line, and the
Wow.
reason why they mean so much to me is these are, in fact, rare. Monetarily, they are, in fact, valuable, but in my heart, they're absolutely priceless because when I was a young squirt, um, I grew up in a very humble upbringing. And, when we got a toy, it was a very, very big deal. And so my mom, bless her heart, she didn't drive. We didn't have a car for her. So her and I would walk about 2 miles, maybe two plus, back and forth to the grocery store and back, holding heavy produce. I was the muscle back then. And I remember one day, because she was a coupon queen, she was able to save enough money, buying produce and whatnot, that she had a little bit of extra money, extra pocketbook money, and we walked next door to a CVS pharmacy. And CVS pharmacies have kind of their toy sections, and with the extra money that she had, she specifically purchased this action figure for me, which is Nightstick from the animated series. And so this toy line does a few things for me. It reminds me of my mom, which means she's the center of my universe alongside my wife. But it also reminds me of my humble upbringing, and it makes me appreciate what I have today that much more. It reminds me of my roots that were humble, and so therefore it just reminds me to just realize how blessed I am today. So this is my number 3, the Cops toy line.
So cool. I do remember that show. I remember watching it.
So it's so great. I own it on DVD. Every now and then I just pop it in and just boom, instant time transport.
Isn't that the best feeling, man?
It is. It is. We were very, very fortunate to be kids when we were kids. That's for sure. We had it pretty good. We didn't know it back then, but we certainly know it now.
Okay, speaking of that, a rabbit hole here. I have got the weirdest. This is going to be sound very hippy dippy, but
Okay.
let me know. Let me know if you've ever thought about this. We are all people of our generation and our age gap. We are all connected for some in a deeper way than I think we all realize, right? I think, have you ever, you put on you're driving in your vehicle and you put on your iTunes from your personal library and you're jamming and you're feeling good and you got some nostalgia there. But have you ever just turned on the radio and the radio waves feel completely different than the private libraries that you're listening to in your iTunes versus the radio because you're live? Because everybody else that's on that radio station, I think, is connected to at that moment. There is a completely different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a feeling, I have this theory. Every kid growing up when we did, because back then we didn't have on demand. When you watched it, if you missed it, you missed it. So what if we were all connected? We're all, because radio waves, TV waves, whatever, it's all the same, right? It's all sending signals through all these different the technologies. And when we're all watching that HBO Saturday night movie, we're all watching it together at the same time, even though we're on different, parts unknown. Uh, I just think, we all are connected to a different level because of that. Now every day, everybody's just streaming whenever they want to, whatever they want
Yeah.
to, right? As opposed to watching live television, like we did growing up. And I don't know. You ever thought about that?
No, I have. I think you're absolutely onto something. I do think because just by virtue of the technology, the confines of the technology that we had as kids, and the fact that we all uh, we all shared unified experiences, I do think that we are to some extent connected at a molecular level. I've said it on my channel before that uh, I'm convinced we had the same childhood. When I'm talking to people, I'm convinced of it. There are certain action figures in my collection that, I kid you not, Sean, when I bring them up, you see in the feed just dozens of people saying, "Oh, I had that when I was a kid, and I had that when I was a kid, and I had that when I was a kid." So it's just, I'm convinced that growing up in the era that we grew up in, that we have a lot in common, and that we are in fact connected. I completely agree.
Cool. Okay. I just wanted to put that out there in the universe and see what happens. And because I've been thinking about it for a really long time, but I've just been curious if there's anybody else out there that thinks similar to that. So
Jeez. You
cool,
know, it
man.
is ironic. It's like, I remember when we got a VCR, what a big deal it was to watch, Disney's DuckTales, Treasure of the Lost Lamp, whenever we wanted to watch it. That was like such a big deal. And now, I don't know about your household, Sean, but we have access to several streaming sites now with Paramount Plus and Prime and all of that, and we have access to thousands of on-demand movies, and we have no idea what to watch. So it's the exact opposite. It's like we
Yeah.
had so little and we cherished it. Now we have everything, and we're like, I don't know. What do you want to watch Drop Dead Fred again for the 40th time? We don't know what to do with it. So I it's just an interesting kind of um, uh, paradigm shift.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole market is oversaturated. Absolutely. And not only that, because we're older, our time is more valuable, right?
Right.
So you sit there and literally you thumb through for 30 minutes trying to find something to watch because you're trying to figure out how am I going to spend my time most, what's the most valuable thing that we should be watching right now that's going to give us, the best bang for our time. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Three Stooges.
Three Stooges. I still, dude, I love the Three Stooges. I had a few Betamaxes, and there's these three episodes that always stick with me, and there was tons of them, but my main one that I have stuck in my memory bank is one of them. There were it was the what was the war? I can't think. This Polliner's kicking in. What was the North and South, the
Civil.
Civil War, and
Yes.
they were called Civil War. The name of the episode was Civil War something, and
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that one, but they're going undercover. They have to go undercover. and
I
and the
already
start,
love it. I already under the Three Stooges undercover during the Civil War. I already love it.
dude, it's great. And they were from the South, right? So they had to go undercover. And uh, they the sergeant, he says, "Okay, your name is Lieutenant Dodge." They each do they each do their
I do
moment,
remember that now. Yeah, I totally remember that.
and then it was Lieutenant Sergeant Duck or something like that, Sergeant Duck, and then Major Hyde, and then Larry was Major Hyde, and he was like doing this number, and they're walking along, and they're like walking through this little bitty creek, this little water creek, and Curly was riding the horse, and he's like, or Moe's on the horse, and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He goes, "Oh, what do you say, Major? You reckon this is the place?" And then Curly turns around and he says, "Well, if there's no other place around the place, I reckon this must be the place." You know, just the silliest lines ever
It's
in that
timeless.
episode. It's so good. It's so good.
Timeless. Who's your favorite stooge? I have to ask.
I mean, the fan favorite, like everybody, like Michelangelo, like Curly was, like Curly was probably, probably my favorite just because of his facial reactions. And anytime he do the, anytime he did,
Legendary.
and I just loved his, I don't know, his moments. I mean, but Larry Fine was also amazing too. I mean, he was a unspoken legend because, I don't know, he had a way about him. He just. I don't know, but I know I found out that Billy West, when I interviewed him, that he said that's who Stimpy is inspired by, right?
Wow, I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah, so that's what I got the 10-second delay. I've got the YouTube channel pulled up over here. I saw you doing this, and I was thinking, I thought you knew what I was talking about because it was a 10-second delay. Because, anyways, but yeah. Billy West told me that it was inspired by Larry D. Fine, Stimpy was, and because
I hear it now. I hear it.
yeah, and he said because you always talk like this, right? And then he said he just pitched it up higher into happy, joy. That was his version of Larry D. Fine, which is pretty cool to find out because
I see it now. Now that you connected those two dots, that makes complete sense to me. That's so wild.
Did you have a favorite stooge?
Oh, Larry, undeniably. I just one. I mean, that hair. Yeah, you fall in love with him instantly for just that hairstyle. One, but two. I love the dichotomy between his buffoonery and the fact that he played a Stradivarius violin. Like,
oh yeah.
So he's an absolute moron who plays a $1 million violin beautifully. I just love that juxtaposition. He's always been my favorite stooge for that reason.
So wait a minute. You said he plays $1 million violin. What is it now?
Stradivarius. It's a very famous manufacturer. His first name I forget, but he produced a line of violins that today, I mean, they're priceless. They retail for millions of dollars. But the violin that he played, he even referred to it as his Stradivarius. So that was one of the gags, is that this buffoon is playing this incredibly rare instrument, very expensive instrument. So I just love that dichotomy. You know what I mean?
And I love that's a hidden Easter egg gem right there. I never knew that. I mean,
oh, cheers.
Yeah, so cool that they I mean, that's how brilliant they were, right? Like, you just came up with so much good stuff. I kind of, so Shimp was after Curly, right? Was he before or after?
I think once Curly began having some health issues, Shemp, who was, I want to say Moe's cousin in real life. I might be lying to you, but I'm pretty confident he was Moe's cousin. He stepped in and kind of took over, and I think he's the only acceptable fourth stooge in my book. I will take Shemp as an alternative to Curly, and that's it.
There you go. You're hiding in your closet. Very good. It says he had to play. Oh wait, he had to play. He burnt his hands as a kid. Oh, and that 2 A's therapy for Larry. Okay, so Larry burned his hands as a kid, and he had to play. Is that what I'm hearing here? Is that what I'm understanding? Am I understanding that right?
You know what? I don't know that piece of lore. Shout out to Frederick. He's very, very knowledgeable.
Yeah. Shimp was after. Okay, thanks, Craig. Appreciate that. How about this, guys? Here's another trivia question for you before we get into our number. Were we at 3? Or are we on 2 yet?
I think we're at your number 3, right? I don't think we've done your number 3.
What was your number 3?
My number 3 was Cops and Crooks.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Got it. Your trivia question is in Risky Business, what song did Tom Cruise famously lip sync to in his underwear? My number three, I think, man, I'm trying to move this along. Oh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Okay, I'll save those for my honorable mentions. All right, these guys were so, in my opinion, niche, and I just thought they were the coolest thing because I was a big monster fan growing up, especially like the old school Wolfman and stuff like that. Anything werewolf.
Yeah.
I was always werewolf instead of vampires. I don't know why. I just always loved werewolves. I thought they were cool. And this toy line, you probably won't be able to see it because of the lighting, but I don't know these, but these are called Supernaturals. Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit. So these are called Supernaturals, made by Tonka, of all people. Oh, here, let me. What am I doing? Blow these up so you can see them a little bit better. There we go. So there are these little bitty figures that were holographic.
Cool.
So this is a little. I forget what you call them nowadays. It's not PC to call them something anymore, but they're traveling something. And this is like a guy with his little guitar. I don't know if you can see that from where
I
you're
can.
at.
I can. Yeah. Very cool. I'm very ignorant when it comes to this toy line. This is so cool to see.
And then, so this is obviously this is a top piece that you can pull off, which is kind of cool. So if this was like your only toy, I love that you could just make two characters out of it if you wanted to, you know.
I love that.
So let me show you. Okay, I'm going to show you the transformation here. Here we go, live on the realized perspective. Here we go. Are we ready? Three,
Yes.
2, 1.
So cool.
And turns into a werewolf holding a guitar, begging
That
for
is so
change.
cool, Sean. Forgive my ignorance. What was the name of this toy line?
So these are called Supernaturals, is what they're called.
Supernaturals.
Yes, they came out in. You know what? I've got a carded figure here. It says 1986. And so there was this guy. He was my favorite because he would turn into a werewolf, obviously.
Yep.
And I mean, they weren't really. I guess this is the part that you use for your action figure, maybe. I guess, but I mean, yeah, it kind of cloaked over him like that. But then they had several other ones. I'm sure some other people in the chat might have heard of these guys. But here was this cool guy. He was a Cobra, and I don't think this guy works nearly as well. I think his sticker on the inside. But let's see if I can get maybe his shield. There he goes.
So cool.
Like a cool 3D snake. Looks like it's coming right at you, right? Pretty neat.
Did the toy line have an associated cartoon?
No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
It was very. There's a lot of like Native American, in my opinion, references to these, like feel to it. You know, just because they were supernaturals. I don't know. I just felt like they were like these. I don't know that I'm getting a Native American vibe from them for some reason. But this guy was a Cobra, and then let's see here. Let's take off his hat. So you took off his hat. Oh, you know what? He kind of looks like the original Voldemort from the from the first Harry Potter. See, I couldn't get this thing to show up on my camera when I was trying to make some footage for it. See, I don't know if you can see his face.
I can. That is so cool, Sean.
Kind of looks like Freddy Krueger a little bit, right?
Right.
And then
Supernaturals.
he moves, turns into like a cobra snake, like a snake there, you know.
Is his tongue sticking out? It looks like his tongue sticks out when he becomes a snake. Is that
correct? Yeah,
Whoa,
his tongue is
very
sticking
cool.
out. Yeah, his sticker's a little bit bent, but yeah, you can still kind of make it out there. But if you've ever seen the movie this Dreamscape with Dennis Quaid in the early
Yeah.
80s,
Yeah.
it reminds me of that for some reason. That cobra, remember the big cobra that chased him around in the
I
movie?
see that. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what this figure reminded me of a lot growing up, and that was the closest I could get to finding a giant snake figure growing up. Because I had these guys when I was a kid, but then of course lost them over the years, and then had to go back and spend a pretty penny. They're not cheap. They're not cheap. But yeah, these were a fun niche, just super rare in my opinion, super different, just a different toy line, man. I just thought they were.
I love that.
So
Thanks for
cool.
showcasing those. Those are really cool. I got a lot to learn. So I just made a note to kind of study up on supernaturals. Thanks for the
Yeah,
education.
You won't be disappointed. Those are cool. Let's see if anybody says anything. Oh yeah, look. Oh, currently working on a whole NECA Universal Monster line. Yeah, NECA makes good stuff, man. Oh yeah, look. I remember those, Mr. SoCal.
Let's go.
There you go. I still have my werewolf. Oh, and that's what I
Awesome.
was going to show you. So I have a carded figure here, right? Still on card. And the reason why I left it carded is because it's an error card. And it's an error card because it says it's supposed to be Spooks Heroic Ghostly, and it's actually something else. I meant to look it up before. It's been so long since I had it. I think it's supposed to be I think there's one on here named Hooter or See Through. It's cool because just like the old school ones, they show you the whole
The full
toy line on the
line.
back.
Yeah.
And these are just these little guys. You know what I mean? There's the whole other series of these style of guys, the bigger guys, right?
Right.
So super cool. But I kept this one on card because it's technically an error card. But like, who knows monetary value? That might be worth something someday. I don't know. These are
Very
already,
cool.
yeah, buddy. So that's my number 3. What's your number 2?
Oh, back to me. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to take you with me, which means likely we'll have technical issues.
Nah.
So, growing up as a child of the 80s and 90s, it was important to be swept by the cultural phenomenon that was The Simpsons. So, what you're looking at here, and hopefully you see it okay, is
Mm-hmm.
the very first time The Simpsons were ever made into action figures. This is the 1990 Mattel toy line, and all of these pieces were sealed. Is it coming across blurry or is it tight? Sorry.
It's fine now. It's just a little bit of, I think, because you're just zoomed in a little bit, but no,
Gotcha.
we can
Gotcha.
see it. You can see. I mean, you see it though, right, on your end?
I can, yeah. It looked
Okay,
blurry for a quick second there, so sorry for the shaking.
you're good.
But this is the entire action figure toy line, and it even includes the rarer couch, which is in the back. You see it in the purple there, and the television set. The television set and couch came as one singular package. It's a harder piece to find, kind of a thing. By no means impossible, but with The Simpsons, it meant so much to me for so many reasons. I grew up watching the Tracy Ullman show. And so back when The Simpsons were just kind of these short sketches on her sketch comedy show, I remember loving them. And when I found out that they were going to turn it into a full-fledged sitcom, animated sitcom, I was super excited. So I just remember vividly watching the very first episode, Simpsons roasting on an open fire, the famous Christmas episode that kind of started it all. And thanks to The Simpsons, I do believe, the Treehouse of Horror series, granted, this is another toy line made by McFarlane, but I do believe that the Treehouse of Horror anthology episodes were what inspired my love of Halloween and ultimately my love of Edgar Allan Poe
Mm.
a literary mastermind. So yeah, just The Simpsons kind of really were a big part of my childhood, and so for that reason, I kind of picked them as my number 2 toy.
Now stay there for a second. I got
Yeah.
to tell you something. And this is where, because you pick up sealed stuff. This is
Yes.
where, in my opinion, it comes at an amazing advantage, because I completely forgot. I still have a couple of these things loose somewhere, but I completely forgot about the word bubbles that came with them.
Yes, absolutely. And there's I think 5 or 6 per action figure. And I apologize, I forgot to showcase Bartman. This is and Nelson. These are from the original line too. So sorry, I'm
Oh
trying to
yeah,
get
yeah,
it in
yeah,
the
yeah.
shot.
I had
So
Nelson. I had Nelson for
there you
sure.
go. Yes, Bartman and Nelson,
And
and
he came with the garbage can, right?
he did.
I forgot about the garbage can too. That's so great.
How
Oh
cool
man.
is that?
I love that, dude. Oh man. My brother was a big fan of Bartman. He had a huge poster and he had the figure too. And I forgot that Bartman at your service, man.
Right, right.
That's
So,
so great, dude.
so yeah, this toy line came in at my number 2. So sorry, I'm going to rotate
You're good,
rotates.
man.
There we
Oh,
go. There we go.
Epic.
Right on. Thanks for letting me showcase that. I appreciate it.
That was, man, because when we were kids, you know, I was surprised our parents even let us watch the show because of all the uh according to them, we used to say, "Oh, this is fun. This is cartoons with cussing." You know, they're like,
Oh my
"Okay."
goodness.
But
Yeah.
the thing was, it with the adult humor to it, right? You had to know what was going on in the world with politics and everything to get the joke references, right? You know what I mean? As
Right.
opposed to Family Guy, which makes it more simple for us. They do the cutaways, which I love. I love Family Guy too, you know. But
Cheers.
Simpsons started it all. That toy line, man, that toy line was so fun to collect back in the day. God, because they're so animated and they're, I don't know, there's just something so colorful and vibrant about those figures, man. Good pull, dude. Good pull.
Oh, cheers. Thank you for letting me showcase those.
Of course, man. Yeah, that's so good. I love that. I love that. Number two. Number two. All right, I'm going with my favorite plushie of all time for my number two, because I got to save my number one for the good stuff for my favorite one. But guys, if you guys had to guess of a plushie that was fantastic, what do you guys it thinks it would be? Um, uh,
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think with flies.
this one I keep forgetting to put some quotes in there because we're having such some clips in there because we're having such a good time here.
Cheers. It's been a blast. Thank you for having me.
So yeah, what would you guys guess if you could pick one plushie from the '80s?
Oof.
What plushie would it be that you would love to have besides obviously Teddy Ruxpin? We've already been through him. I got to do another plushie because I never had this plushie growing up, but when I finally got my hands on one, eat my shorts, says VD. That's right. Forgot about that. Hold on, let's show you some love here. I really love how they showed The Simpsons in the music video, black or white, Michael Jackson. Did they? I don't remember. I remember Michael. I remember Macaulay Culkin from the video, but I don't remember Simpsons in the video.
I'm spacing on that one too. But I've had a few martinis since I saw that episode, so it's
Yeah,
been yeah.
fair enough. All right, we got some perfect guesses in the chat. We're just gonna go ahead and showcase them, guys. We're going with the 1986
Wow.
original My Pet Monster.
Legendary. Yeah.
So good, so legendary. The cuffs, I mean, everything about this guy is. I mean, listen to that. Just the plastic bangling. I don't know. This guy, I never had this guy growing up, and I always wanted him. When I unboxed this guy, uh, I was so thrilled. I was almost in tears because I never owned this. I could never afford this as a kid.
Right.
I got it at such a great price. If you go search for him now on the Bay, he's going for crazy money.
Yeah.
But I love this guy. Do you have one of these?
I don't. I don't have an original My Pet Monster. I've thought about it. My challenge is just the real estate right now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bursting at the seams, and I just it's such a big, beautiful piece that if I ever were to pull the trigger, I'd want to make sure I would display it appropriately, and I just don't know if I can, to be quite honest.
I feel you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you though, if you ever decide to pull the trigger on it, he's worth it. Worth every
Gorgeous
space.
piece. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous piece.
I mean, they just did so well, and he's well made too. Like he's built 1986. I mean, so they back then they built things to last. You
Yep.
know, I mean, I love this guy, and I've got so much other My Pet Monster stuff too. I went out and bought, man. I don't have it here. So I will not name this company on the live stream because I paid $60. They recently brought it back, right? And the one that they sent me had a bunch of defects, had a lot of things wrong with it, some stitching wrong with it, and the
Wow.
eyeballs were all wonky, which I was fine about the eyeballs, but just the fact that you could see a lot of defects wrong with it. I tried literally for a year to contact these guys over and over and over. They don't have a phone number. All they have is, social media and then an email address. Never got one response. Nobody ever. So I hate that I can't show it off because it's a cool. I love that they brought back this throwback. And then Bull Ayers, obviously. I don't know, do you know anything about Bull Ayers? You heard of these guys from out of New York?
I haven't.
They're
No.
they're shoe guys. They're shoe guys, and they make the coolest pop culture shoes. I didn't. You know what? Here you go. I did the first pair of shoes that I bought from them was a pair of My Pet Monster shoes, but I do not. I did. I put them away because I recently picked these up from them. These are Garbage Pail Kids,
Oh,
Adam Bomb.
gorgeous.
I mean, and these are licensed too, so they're legit. That's why they were able to go so hard on the. Some of the stuff is inspired, you know,
Right, right, right. Yeah.
but this I had to take off the My Pet Monster because they've got some really cool other stuff like Nintendo shoes and that. But if you want some really awesome pop culture merch, they're getting into the toy line, the toy industry. They just started a crowdfunding for they're trying to make a Chuck E. Cheese toy, the original Chuck E.
Oh.
Cheese toy.
Oh, wow, very cool. So question, Sean, with those shoes, are they simply a display item or are you planning on rocking them?
I've worn a couple of them before, like this one up here. So I wore this to a Comic Con, and I've got a little X-Men shirt, and these are the Deadpool Wolverine shoes that they came out with. Super cool, right?
Wow.
And,
Wow.
and the reason why I wore them is because we ran into Cal Dodd, and so he signed them for me. So they're autographed there on the back.
So cool.
But yeah, they make good quality stuff, and I do wear them. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have wide feet, and these are all Nikes. Nikes are typically kind of a little narrow, so I have to
Yeah.
buy like a couple of sizes too big, bigger to fit comfortably. So I mean, they're not the most comfortable shoes for me, just because my feet are wide, but they look phenomenal. I get nothing but amazing compliments on those things, and they're worth. They're a little pricey. I'm not gonna lie.
They're beautiful.
But they're beautiful. They're good stuff, man. But I have some My Pet Monster shoes, but that's my number two. He's like I said, I didn't have him as a kid, but he's so, like you said, iconic and nostalgic. And the cartoon, did you ever watch the cartoon series in
I
1980?
did. Yeah.
That show is so near and dear to my heart. We still watch it. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Amazon Prime Video. So great.
Do you watch it with the kiddos?
Yeah, oh yeah, they
Oh,
love it.
how cool must that be to watch your childhood through their eyes? That is so cool.
The very first episode where B Store is chasing them through the baseball park, and they're playing ball, and actually they're playing ball in right outside of a creepy old house, and they're all, what is this? The animation, they say something like monster one and one monster for all or something like that.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and then they're doing this they're going, yeah, and my kids still to this day, they'll go, yeah, they go along with it. So
That is
they've
so
created,
cool.
they already have their little memory with that one right there. But yeah, I love that show. That is so, and it's so good too. It still holds up. I got the DVD set back there somewhere, and then, did you know they made a plushie of it?
No.
Okay, hold on. I'm turning my camera off because I'm not wearing pants. Hold on.
We appreciate that, Sean.
I'm just kidding. I am wearing pants. They're not as attractive. They're just my gym shorts. They're not as, but look, it's actually a dog toy.
Oh my gosh.
I
That is
know.
awesome.
It is cool. It is cool. And I bought this across the pond before they came here. You could still find them for pretty. I'm not gonna tell you how much I paid for it because at the
Yeah.
time I thought it was the only place you could get it. They
Yeah.
eventually came over here, so you can get it. But yeah, look, it's a dog toy. Like
How
who would let
cool
their
is
dog chew
that?
this thing up?
Oh my gosh.
He looks just like him, doesn't he?
It does. That's an adorable piece.
It is, and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect. I mean, I did an ASMR video of him. 'Cause
That's so funny.
and I was just like, and my kids are making fun of me. They're like, "Why are you rubbing his butt in the video?" And oh, they spotted something. I was like, "Oh no, I can't believe I did that on the video." And then there was like the 2001 version. You
Yeah, I'm
know,
familiar with that one too.
it's okay. It's all right. It's not. It doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies like the other one does, but it's still
Right.
cool. It's still cool to have anything. But yeah, that's my number two, man. Moving on to our number one. Our number one. We're on our number one, dude.
That is an impossible act to follow. And when I was telling you the lens through which I was kind of thinking about my top five, I didn't, when I think of the term rare, I think of precious. And so the precious piece was the lens through which I kind of selected my top five. So I worry that my number one might be anticlimactic for your viewers, but I think it'll really kind of capture the essence of who I am and what my channel's all about. So my number one, if you could see behind me, I have my Mortal Kombat shrine, and the Mortal Kombat games, we were all, there was just a huge phenomenon that just kind of swept us all during our childhood. But the piece that matters most to me, believe it or not, in my entire collection is uh, this silly piece right here. It's just the Mortal Kombat 3 Super Nintendo cartridge. And you could easily find this on the Bay or Mercari or whatever, and for $10, $15. But to me, it's absolutely priceless because it reminds me of my dad. And I want to say, I forget the year this game was released, Sean. You might remember it off the top of the head. 96, 97. I can't remember the year, but it was the
90,
Christmas
95.
95. Thank you so much. It was the Christmas of that year, and this game was all the hype. This was the Furby that year, if you will. This was the Tickle Me Elmo, and my dad, bless his heart, he worked really really hard to feed a family of four. We were a one income family, and so getting a Super Nintendo game was a huge deal in our household. So we went to Toys R Us, and if you remember, Sean, back in the day when you went to Toys R Us, you couldn't pick the game off of the shelf. You had a little slip that you had to pull out of a tiny little plastic, holder, and then you went to the cashier and you paid for it, right?
Uh-huh.
And so we went to the Mortal Kombat section, and there were no slips. And the disappointment on my dad's face was big. And I was disappointed, but I didn't want to show it, right? So I was trying to be like, "Oh, Dad, it's okay. I'll get whatever Super Mario this or Mario World that or whatever another." I was just like, "Yeah, no worries." And Sean, the wildest thing happened, and I've thought about this a lot over the years. This gentleman, random gentleman, not an employee, just walked up to us and said, "Are you guys looking for Mortal Kombat 3?" And we were like, I mean, we weren't screaming like, "Oh, we're looking for Mortal Kombat." I don't know how he overheard us, but he said, "Are you looking for Mortal Kombat 3?" And we're like, "Yeah, absolutely, we are." And he pointed to one Toys R Us employee and he said, "That gentleman has one cartridge left." And we were like, "Oh, okay, thank you." So we went over to that gentleman. It was a Toys R Us employee. And we said, "Do you have, one more game?" He goes, "I have one game left." And Sean, I don't want to dramatize this, but I remember looking back to find that gentleman who pointed us to this gentleman, and he was gone. And I could be making a more beautiful story out of something that was just serendipitous. It was just a random customer who overheard us. But the more and more I've thought about it, the more and more it just never made sense because the gentleman that approached us spoke very broken English. And how did he know that this one specific employee was the one that held the last cartridge? Why was he hanging out in the video game aisle? Um, and so it was through kind of like Christmas magic that we ended up getting this game and took it home. The last one they had, my cousins came over and we just annihilated each other in this game, and we built so many amazing memories playing this game, and none of that would have been possible had that gentleman, arguably an angel, pointed us uh, to that a Toys R Us employee when he did. So this game reminds me of that one magical kind of Christmas, but it also reminds me of just how hard my dad worked to be able to afford us, something that maybe a regular household kind of maybe took for granted more than we ever could, because it was just such a big deal to get a game, a cartridge, a video game cartridge for us. So this is the number one toy, my entire toy vault. This is my favorite toy.
That's awesome, man. Such a great story. And you're getting some love here in the chat too. The wifey's saying such a great story.
Cheers.
Joshua saying he was an angel, Mr. E. And
I
then
believe that.
Horror Brad, so cool, man. So cool. That's an awesome story, man. That's so great. And man, talk about just Toys R Us in general, man. And just what a great era to be a part of, to be able to go and visit those at the time, Man, that's a great story. Great game. 1995. What an epic year. Epic year for movies, for video games, for everything, There was those Jumanji, there was Casper, all that stuff came out, I mean, wow, that's awesome. Great number one, man. Great number one. I love that it's near and dear to your heart and it reminds you of your pops. And then that what a memory to have, you know what I mean? That's
I
great.
cherish it. Yeah, I cherish it. And to me, that this is precious.
For sure. I love it, man. I wish I had something that heartfelt. That's a hard one to follow up with, man. Because the stuff oh, you know what? Okay. All right, I'm going with this one for my number one.
All right, cheers.
And I forgot that we got you got a couple of honorable mentions, right? Real quick.
I'm sure I could come up with something. I didn't give it too much. I was too busy cramming for the big exam. I didn't study for the quiz.
I'm with you. So this guy is gonna be my number one, because somebody in the chat earlier saying their dog was trying to find the squeaker, but I had to acquire this guy and I had to spend a pretty penny on him. I'm surprised.
wow.
I can't believe how much this guy was going for, but this toy line, and you can kind of see him there. I'm going to kind of spoil it for you.
Oh wow.
So this is move up a little bit here, maybe. There we go. This is the 1981 original He-Man Masters of the Universe from Taiwan, first gen, and with the squishy head. He's super loose, but when I hold this figure, I mean, this, to me, how you mentioned earlier that it's just a time
Yeah.
warp. When I see this figure, like I have all the new stuff, they have an Origins line out there, and there's a ton of different kinds out there. But when I see this old school figure, Holden has got his power sword, he's got the axe, the shield, and he's got Battle Cat with him. I mean, I am instantly transported back to my childhood.
Easily. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. What a gorgeous piece.
I agree. I mean, it's so good because I fell in love with the documentaries that are out there. You got the Netflix. Oh, okay. I'm on to you, real life fan. I am on to you. He's saying, "Do you have Fang Man?"
Oh, let's go.
Okay, yes, I do have Fang Man. I have the cartoon edition, and I think you already know that, real life fan. Oh, I'm on to you, buddy. I'm on to you. But yeah, this figure. So when I was a kid, the only memory I have, I mean, we had Castle Grayskull, and I just remember playing in the living room, guy and the toys, and watching cartoons. I don't know. I just there's something so magical about that toy line. Watching the show while it's playing in the background, and then
Hmm.
trying to play along with the storylines of every squashbuckling adventure of every episode. And then I remember for show. Speaking of Showbiz Pizza, I had a Showbiz Pizza birthday party one time, and I'll never forget. The only memory I have besides the amazing animatronics that everybody was that obviously Five Nights at Freddy's has mirrored, which are great shows too, great movies too. The games are really crazy. Me and the boys have played some Five Nights at Freddy's on the live streams before, but my Showbiz Pizza birthday party, somebody bought me a Mantana He-Man figure, which I think is
Wow.
technically from the She-Ra line, with the Hordax, right, and all that stuff.
Very
Uh,
cool.
but that's the memory I have from Showbiz Pizza. It was dark, dim lit. Arcades are playing in the background, and the animatronics are up there, and I'm opening presents. And the only toy I remember opening was that Mantana figure. So I have that great memory of a childhood. I don't have many memories of my childhood, but the only way I can remember is I put in the VHS in my old school CRT TV back here,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
pop in. I've got home movies that my parents recorded back when we were little in the 80s and 90s. But yeah, He-Man, the toy line, that figure is my number one. That toy line means so much to me. So excited about the new movie. Me and the boys have just been doing so many unboxings of the toys. It doesn't matter if they're new or old. We have such a great time with them, and they're so fun. The articulation, even though they're new characters, it still transports you back. In my opinion, it's all connected. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's all connected. So, yeah, He Man's my number one. He Man's my number one, man.
That was that one gave me the chills, man. When you were describing kind of the memories that it brought back, I was transporting back in time with you. I was hearing those sounds. I was hearing the crinkling of the paper and the playing of the plastic, and that was really really cool, man. Listen, again, I'm just convinced we all had the same childhood. He Man was
Oh,
very, very big in our household as well. Loved the cartoon. To this day, that is He Man to me. The original animated series is He Man to me,
yeah.
So that's an awesome number one. Thank you for showcasing that beautiful piece.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I wish Robert Irwin would have traveled more for Comic Cons and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
if you watch the documentaries, Power of Grayskull, did you ever watch that one?
Yes.
Yeah, love that one. It's just like the Toys That Made Us version, but a little bit more in depth, right?
Another great line, by the way. That made us was so cool. So,
Yeah.
so cool.
When that came out, oh dude, I mean that was geared for us. That was made for us.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, yeah, good stuff, man. And Alan Oppenheimer is still touring, from what I understand. He's still getting out and about. And then Shira too, the young lady who does the voice of Shira,
Is that
is out there
wild?
too. Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool, man. But that's my number one. That's our top five, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, I had one. I can't believe he didn't. I got tied up with all the other stuff that I forgot to mention. One that should have been in my top five.
Let's go. I'd love to see it.
But here's my. I guess it'll be an honorable mention.
Okay.
But these guys here, we all know the Inhumanoid toy line.
Oh, very cool.
So this is Metlar.
Oh
I've
my
got
gosh.
pretty much the entire collection. There may be like one or two pieces that are missing out of it. Where's he at? Come on, where are you at? Yeah,
So cool, Sean.
they I don't know. They were so well built back
Hmm.
then. And he's the one I picked because I don't know. He was just kind of the most memorable to most people.
Hmm.
And I had Tendril and then Decompose was their names. And then I remember the TV the show was fantastic too. and I picked up. You could pick up the VHSs. I got the VHSs back there. But yeah, that's an honorable mention. The Inhumanoid line, amazing toy line, so cool. Like even the heroes, and then the show was so underrated too because they were. It was more adult than I realized it would have been. You know what I mean? Some of the dialogue that they talk about because there's like a dude, one the bald guy was trying to hit on some chicks at the party in the Inhumanoid movie, kind of thing. But you remember a little bit about the toy line?
I do, and to your point earlier about just the quality, those pieces, the detail, the weight, the heft, the thickness of the PVC. I mean, they were. There's a reason why that piece that you just shared looks like it just came off a shelf of a Toys R Us.
Yeah.
It literally looks brand spanking new, and it looks better than some of the toys that are on the shelves at a Target today.
Absolutely.
So incredible toy line, man. You've been on fire all night. Every single one has been absolutely iconic. That's a really cool piece.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for. Okay, what? Give me one of yours.
Oh man, gosh, I mean it when I say I didn't think about this one. Um, so this one I'm kind of proud of, and you're a Nickelodeon guy too, so I think you'll appreciate this one. Um, you remember the robot 2XL, right? It's this guy right here.
Show me. Show
Yeah.
me.
Sure,
Unlock
sorry.
my memories.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a quick second. All right. So this was the 2XL that was released in the 90s, not to be confused with the one that was released in the 70s, but it was like
Okay.
it was almost like a Teddy Ruxpin, but minus the cuteness, if that makes
Nice.
sense.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so Are You Afraid of the Dark released uh, three audio cassettes. Um, where they made custom scary stories for that particular product. So, one of the hardest pieces to secure are these audio cassettes. And this is probably one of the rarest pieces of Nickelodeon memorabilia that I personally
Oh,
have.
bro.
Sorry, let me see if I can get the sheen off of it. There we go. So sorry. And it's a really, really cool. It's I think three stories, and then you get to pick and choose the buttons and which way the characters go, kind of a thing. But the only thing that I've seen that's officially licensed "Are You Afraid of the Dark" merchandise that's rarer than this is this sealed. And I've only seen one collector out there that has showcased these three audio cassettes sealed, still packaged, and those are my holy grail, my Nickelodeon holy grail items is all of these audio cassettes completely sealed. So this would probably be a good honorable mention for me.
That's amazing. Are You Afraid of the Dark is my favorite Nickelodeon show, and the fact that you said it was like a choose your own adventure on a
It-
cassette somehow.
yeah. So with 2XL, there's buttons that you press. So I can't remember if Teddy Ruxpin had I don't believe it did. Maybe it
No,
did.
it was.
But yeah, I didn't think Teddy Ruxpin did. But with this piece, with this toy, during the course of the audio recordings, it'll give you an option like press button one, for little Susie to open up the door to her left, or press button two for little Susie to open up the door to her right. And then, contingent on the button that you pressed, the tape would fast forward to the appropriate part of the story
Nice.
to kind of, yeah, with not just the Are You Afraid of the Dark cassettes, but all the other. They had Spider-Man audio cassettes. They had a bunch of a bunch of different stories and licenses for these audio cassettes. So it was really, really cool, And I didn't have them when I was a kid. So as an adult, when I got, disposable income, naturally the first thing I went to is Are You Afraid of the Dark merch, right? So
Oh yeah.
yeah. So that's probably an honorable mention for me.
I love that. I love that. And I want to roll right with you there. I mean, going with it was funny. I went to reach down to grab something. And he said, "You know about Nickelodeon stuff too." I
Let's
just happened to
go.
be reaching for a Nickelodeon. In my opinion, this is the holy grail for me. I never had one as a kid, but this thing, I just, I don't know. I am thrilled to showcase this one.
I
And
can't wait.
3, 2, we are gonna go with the Nickelodeon
Let's go.
Time Blaster clock. I don't know if you remember this thing.
Absolutely.
Do you remember this thing at all, man?
Oh, absolutely. It's on my hit list. That's one of the pieces I still have to collect.
Oh, it is so worth it. I mean, look at the colors, man.
Yeah.
And it's a real radio. It really plays music. It really like. When's the last time you just put on an old school radio like this and just turned it on? Let's see if we can get anything out of here. Like the antennas. Let's see. Let's do this. Hold on. I'm gonna put this up here. Put the speaker near the microphone so you can see it. Where is the? Okay, so I forgot how you got this. Got this alarm off. Okay, Nick volume. Oh, the volume's off. There we go. There we go.
And Thomas Rhett at Moody Center, September 17th.
I mean, just the old school radio. But
So cool.
let me show you the key feature on this thing. Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, nope. Not yet. Just kidding. Let me find it. I think it's... I got to find the... Man, it's been so long since I played with this thing. It's been sitting in a box. Nope. There is a... I'll find it. Sorry, I'm totally bombing. Totally bombing here. There is a feature on here that shows you all the...
Whatever you do, just don't press the detonate button.
Oh, demo. There it is.
3, 2, 1.
It's so cool.
I mean, how iconic is that? You got the Salute Your Shorts and then the other ones, but then they actually play the Nick, 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 Nick. Love that thing.
Those
Man.
those Nickelodeon bumpers were just so incredible.
Bumpers.
So
Thank
incredible.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, they were
Bumpers, yeah.
incredible.
So good.
That's such a cool piece, Sean.
And it lights up too. This little, you can't really tell from here, but this lightning bolt lights up whenever you hit
I
the
saw
demo.
it. Yeah, I
did
saw it when it was
Oh,
playing all the different tunes. I love that.
it is cool. And then I can't tell you, the first one day I just sat here and I was editing some videos and I just turned on the radio and just listened to the radio on this old
I
school.
love that. Oh, I love that so much. That's so freaking cool.
But yeah, that's an honorable mention for me. It should have been in my top 5. It was so good, such a good piece. But I love that piece so much. But one more, man, one more. And I want to let me end on you. So let me do these last two real quick. And these are just toys I had to have. You remember these guys? The hold on. So the
Oh my gosh,
Sol-
Small Soldiers.
yeah,
Incredible.
the original line that they came out with.
The not so small soldiers. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, they're good size. They're good
Yeah.
size, and they do talk, and they have action. Like, oh, he just pushed the mic. Let me see if I can get the audio in there. Nope, nope, that one's not gonna work. Maybe his chest piece. So you got Archer, which was Frank Langella, right? Did the voice of Archer. Also Skeletor in the 1987 movie. And then you had Tommy Lee Jones as Chip Hazard. I don't have. I need to acquire like the weapons that they came with, but just having these guys were
Dude,
just
what an amazing movie. What an amazing toy line. Like, so cool. And again, the fact that they still work, Sean. How many years has it been? What would it be? 30 years plus? 30 plus?
let's find out. Small Soldiers. toy line. 1998. So whenever that was. I
Yeah.
can't do math right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. A long time ago. Yep. Yep.
But yeah, that's my last honorable mention, man. One more for you, man. What you got?
Oh man, another one. Um,
Thanks,
um,
Josh. They're so fun.
should I stick with Nickel? Do you want me to stick with Nickelodeon, or do you want me to go branch out with one more completely different universe?
Totally your call, man.
Oh man. Okay. Um, you know what? I'll just share with you an odd one that I never knew existed. How about that? I think
Yeah.
we're all familiar with creepy crawlers, right? It was
Yeah.
basically the creepier, slimier version of a easy bake oven, but you don't
Mm-hmm.
eat the creepy crawlies. Well, there's two things that the creepy crawlers uh, line had that I didn't even know existed. Maybe you did. This was news to me. This is
Is that the one with the doctor in the commercials?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me show. Sorry. So that was Dr. Dreadful, is I believe what you're
Oh, okay, okay.
talking about. This is Creepy Crawlers.
I remember creepy crawlers, but I was hope. Okay, okay, yep. I totally remember those
And it
guys.
had this little oven, and you had this plastic goop, and you'd put it in these molds, and then you bake the molds, and then you have kind of like these gummy, like, spiders and what have you. And they licensed out these molds. So some of these molds are like Power Ranger molds, Venom and Spider-Man molds and what have you. But that's the easy bake oven that I think most of us are familiar with. But what I didn't know is that this toy line had action figures. So it actually had a series of action figures that came with it. And what was really cool about these pieces, Sean, is they came with custom molds you couldn't get anywhere. So of course, from a marketing perspective, right? Trying to get mom and dad to get to purchase more product so that the kids could have more molds, and they also came with an action figure. So this was kind of news to me, and literally there's like so many creepy crawlers action figures that existed that I had no idea. So that was kind of an odd one for me, but the one I wanted to show you was they also released a creepy crawlers board game.
Oh wow.
I never knew this was a thing.
Me either. Did you like? Did it come with the bugs themselves, or did you get to create? It had so, man. Okay, can you imagine what you could do with that? Like with your original bugs that you would make. Now, were
Oh
they
my
edible?
gosh.
Edible or were they non-edible?
So creepy crawlers weren't edible,
Okay.
but to your point earlier, the Dr. Dreadful line was. Dr.
Okay.
Dreadful was this guy right here. Um, I think this was it. Yeah, Dr. Dreadful Zombie Lab.
And do you
And
know who Dr. Dreadful was?
oh my goodness, I don't know. No.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to know. There we go.
There you go. The
It only
legend.
it only took me 17 tries.
You got it. We got there. We got there.
I'm learning. I'm
Uh,
learning.
Dr. Dreadful was the legendary John Kassir in the commercials.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. The Crypt Keeper himself
How
was
wild
Dr.
is that?
Dreadful.
I had no idea.
Go back and watch the commercial. You should check it out. But yes, I do remember creepy crawlies. But what I was thinking was, man, you can make your own creatures, and then you could use those as your figures on the board game. How cool
How,
would that have been?
how brilliant is that? Yeah, the board game, the pawns, it actually comes with spiders. But to your point, if you could buy the oven to bake the pawns and create your own pawns, that's a really cool concept.
Yeah, I love it, man. That's a great piece, man. I mean, and I love the shape of those card backs, man. We're in such great shape, dude. You do such a well job at keeping those in such pristine condition, man. That's awesome, dude. Good on
Oh,
you for doing that.
cheers. Oh, cheers. Thank you. Yeah,
And,
they're cool pieces.
and I did see your American Gladiator sitting next to there too, man. Such a great
I am
fun.
such a big fan of the show, and I mean the original incarnation of the show, not the latest release and
Oh yeah.
the Hulk Hogan iteration. Not so much those, but my goodness, I own the entire universe of American Gladiators action figures and play sets,
Dang, that's
and
awesome.
yeah, so the goal is to open them all up and play with them. So little by little, over time, going to be doing that on my channel.
I love that. Great epic time for television, man. Because it was that was right around the same time, like for as far as kids go, like Nickelodeon Guts was out, right? Or probably around the same time. So you would in the mornings or after school, you'd put on Guts was be on the
Yeah.
television, and then I remember at dinner time, there like before I think maybe the news was on at 5 o'clock, but we would sit in the dining area with a TV on, and then I remember seeing American Gladiators on our little TV in the kitchen playing all in the background all the time. I got that memory there. So yeah, American Gladiators was great, man.
It
And
really
do,
was.
do you remember the second Mortal Kombat movie,
Yeah, absolutely.
Annihilation?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know who Montaro was in the movie?
Remind me. No, I'm not placing it.
He was one of the American Gladiators. He
Oh my
was
gosh, which one?
the long-haired surfer guy.
Malibu? That's right.
Malibu. I
Yeah,
think it was Malibu.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Yes,
That is
Mal.
because Malibu did become an actor, I think, after his career at American Gladiators. It didn't last long, his career at American Gladiators, from what I remember.
No, no, but he went on to do that, and then but I'll never forget he did an interview where he's like, "No, man, I never surfed a day in my life. It was just a character I was playing
Yeah.
on American."
Yeah, yeah. And I may be mistaken, but he's either a pastor now or he's a very, very religious social media influencer.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, definitely Malibu of all people. It's just so
right.
wild to see that arc. Um,
That is
but
cool. That's good for him,
yeah.
man. Good for him. Good for him. Glad to hear that. That's good news. But dude, what an epic show, dude. This was so much fun. Did you have a good time?
Oh my gosh, I had a blast. It was epic thanks to you. Thank you so much for having me, and would love to, nerd out with you again. And I would love to just talk maybe Nickelodeon stuff next time or something. That'd be fun. I'd love to see more
Oh,
of your collection.
for sure. And one of these days we'll hook up on the TikToks,
Oh,
and that
absolutely.
way I can use my phone so I can be more mobile. These are all like stationary cameras. I can't really move them around too much. But oh, you know what? Here, I can do this for you. I wanted to show this to you.
Please.
This is my favorite poster of all time. Let's see if I can pull this thing around. So maybe I can, maybe I can't. So there's a poster up there. You can barely see it, but it's an Are You Afraid of the Dark poster. And
Oh,
I
very
can't get
cool.
that. I can't get that close to it, but I'll show you. Yeah, one of these days, like I said, we'll get on the TikToks and I'll be
I
a
would
little bit
love
more
that.
mobile.
I
But
would absolutely love that.
I think that's so cool that you and I, another kindred spirit thing, that we both have the same arcade cabinet in our background there.
I love that.
I thought that was so cool. Saw it on your live. I'm going, oh, this is my guy. This is my guy. This is my
Honored,
guy.
honored to be your guy, and likewise.
But one more time, I'm going to highlight you and you let everybody know where they can find you, and if there's any certain time of days of that you go live on TikToks and all that good stuff, and just tell everybody everything you want them to know about you and your
Cheers.
channel.
Well, just
Coming
thank.
in. Go ahead. Five, four,
Well,
three, two, one.
well, just thank you so much for having me, Sean. Shout out to the Real Life Perspective Show. It's such an honor to be here. Shout out to all the viewers. Thank you for putting up with me during the course of this evening. My name is Mr. E. I'm the Chief Nerd Officer of Retro and Rare Unpacked, a channel devoted to opening up every single rare, factory sealed retro toy and collectible out there in the universe. And my message to the world is life is short. Open the toy. And you can find me on TikTok at Retro and Rare Unpacked. I'm also on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram under the same handle. But TikTok is my flagship channel, and it's where I have the most fun with my dear friends. So would love to see you there. Appreciate you, Sean. Thank you so much, and thank you to all the viewers.
That was beautiful, sir. Yeah, no, seriously, man. Thank you so much for coming on. This was a
My
really good
pleasure.
time. Yeah, we're obviously going to stay connected. I want to get you and Nostalgic Zennial and the '90s Toy Box guy all on one big live, and we could sit here and
Oh
just I
man.
don't know. I mean, we'll figure out another topic, but I think that would be so much. When I was watching y'all's live, I was just geeking out and just gosh, these guys are so cool.
Oh
These
my God.
guys
Well,
are so
I'm glad
cool.
we fooled you. Good. I'm glad we fooled
Yeah,
you.
you fooled
Clearly.
us good. You fooled
No,
us
they're
good,
very,
buddy.
very cool. I'm very, very fortunate to know them and you, and they're great guys. Shout out to Nostalgic Zennial and the '90s Toy Vault. They're absolutely incredible.
Yeah, they seem cool. And I just stumbled. I just recently ran across '90s Toy Box, and because of him and his Super Soaker video, I went out and bought They made like an anniversary edition like a few years ago, and
Oh,
I
very
just
cool.
ordered it. Yeah, so it's coming. It doesn't look nothing. I mean, it looks similar to the original, but there's nothing like seeing that old
The
school.
Laramies. Yeah.
Yes, with
Yeah.
the just the little sticker on the water holder there. It's so cool. It just looks so good. And I'm not gonna lie. I looked it up. I was this close to buying one, and you can get one still in the box for 150, which isn't horrible. Which is
Sure.
not horrible, but all the other ones are just mainly for parts. They're all like they're just for looks. I'm like, no, I want to play with it. I want to go outside and have a water balloon war with my kiddos and like break that bad boy out and just like the old commercials, just running around in the heat of the Texas day, and it's just and it's summertime, man.
Sounds like a great summer to me.
Yes,
That's
sir.
absolutely awesome.
For
Yeah.
sure. Josh, not yet. I am still 20 followers away on my Instagram. So I posted like over a month ago at this point. I was like, I'm still like 20 followers away from hitting 1,000 on my Instagram
Let's
because
go.
I'm doing a giveaway. Once I hit 1,000, somebody on the who follows the rules is going to win 4 vintage wax packs of that are listed there on the giveaway on the Instagram, and so I'm about 20 followers away from hitting that goal, and then we will be announcing the winner.
Congrats. That's
Like,
awesome.
well, hopefully it'll happen sooner than later because I'm ready to get that giveaway going for somebody and get someone. Josh, he like messaging me like every other week. Hey, did you hit 1,000 yet? And I said, no, no, no. I gotta keep telling them, no, not yet, buddy. But thanks for everybody for coming in tonight. Thanks for bringing your crowd. I'm so glad your audience was able to come over here and hang out with us tonight and all that good stuff. But yeah, make sure you guys always go check out his retro and rare unpacked all across YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram as well. Check out his content. His content's great. Go give him a follow, subscribe. Go check out his TikToks on his live. He's there almost every day, guys. Such a great hangout, and a lot of like-minded individuals on there. Good, positive people. I love it, man. I love just keep up the great work, sir. And
Likewise, Sean. God bless you. Thank you for having me, bud. I appreciate you very much.
you bet, man. Thank you for coming on tonight. And everybody, before we head out, you need to remember one thing.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Well said.
Well said. All right, everybody. Thanks again for joining, and we will catch you guys on the next live stream. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sean.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.